time to digest some of the tape. What were some of the things you learned, and what were some of the things you're looking forward to improving on Saturday?
You can always improve on the small things, just technique-wise, just knowing the ins and outs of the playbook, just the small things. It's never nothing major. It's always the little things that you want to get corrected.
For your endurance hold up in that heat?
Yeah.
First matches you played?
Man, I went to the University of Georgia. The heat really don't matter to me.
Was your first time? You got a lot of snaps, obviously, the most of anybody on offense. Do you try to read into that at all in terms of what that might mean over the next 3 weeks of camp, in terms of the exposure you might get? Have they talked to you all about expanding your role, or maybe getting some run with the ones, anything like that?
Not really, because you really just never know. So you just always got to be prepared. So that's how I look at it. Just always trying to stay prepared for when my name is called.
Was your first NFL game what you thought it would be, or maybe compared to anything you experienced in college?
Yeah, it was what I thought it would be. Just the speed of things, the physicality the games play with. So it was what I expected for the most part. But it was fun being back out there. All of us being on one team and not butting heads against each other anymore. So.
Were you used to that? I mean, considering the guys you practiced against in college, I guess, was it they're not that big of a gap between what you saw at Georgia versus what you saw in Friday?
Yeah, no. Georgia does a great job of producing defensive linemen. So just being able to go against those guys like the Nolans, the Trayvons, the Z's, I feel like it prepared me a lot, for the next level of my game. So just being able to take those tools I learned from college and just implement them in my game, helps a lot.
What did you learn about yourself after 49 snaps in your first game?
Nothing new, Just continue to get better every day. That's all it is. Like I was telling the guys earlier, just always continue to try and fix the little things, because those take you far, far away. Because at the end of the day, that's what the game's all about. The small details, the things that people really don't see. It's not really about the X's and the O's. So
Technique.
Georgia's front was maybe better than the Tampa Bay front.
you said, huh?
Georgia's front maybe better than the Tampa Bay front.
I don't think that's what it was. I think it was more so of just the game plan and the execution of things. So that's really how I look at it. But, they had some good guys on their defensive line. But, we just came out prepared and just ready to execute to the best of our ability.
Seeing what Nick Herbig was able to do in that game, was that almost like validating as someone who's seeing it every day in practice and has seen up close and personal how difficult it is to block him?
I already knew what Nick was capable of before the game,
So him doing it in that stage, were you kind of like, yes, now you guys can see what we're dealing with every day.
Yeah, because he's really elusive. I'm happy for him. So just seeing him out there, because he had a little couple nicks and dings that he had to work through. But just seeing him out there, get out there, he got 2 sacks and 13 snaps. You tell me what that looks like. So
has Tomlin been coaching you pretty tough, or do you feel like he's maybe trying to feel you out a little bit, just being that you're a rookie and you haven't been here that long yet?
I don't think he's on me that hard. I think he coaches all his guys equally, no matter how old you are, how long you've been in the league. He sticks to his coaching style. That's what I like about him. So I wouldn't say he's coaching me hard or he's not coaching me at all. But I like seeing him when he's around. Just being able to showcase my talents and stuff. So I feel like that's a plus.
How does Dan help you and you help Dan? You guys are battling for the same spot. So been a good communication.
Me and Dan don't even look at it as a battle. We just look at it as trying to get better each and every day between me and him. He helps me with things. I tell him little things I see. Even though he has more experience than me, he always takes what I have to say into consideration. That's what I like about him. Just overall, he's a good guy. So
has it maybe helped you because it hasn't? Sorry, I got one in. Has it maybe helped you that some first-round guys that come in and boom, they're the ones and whatever. You haven't been put in that position. Has that maybe helped in a way?
I actually like the competition. I'm really not that big on just coming in and just jumping in with the ones right away. I like to feel things out. So I feel like it's an asset for me just to sit back and watch somebody, you know, who's older, who's done it for years. So just being able to sit back, watch like what works for him, what doesn't, you know, try and implement those small things into my game, you know, I feel like that's a plus.
We had a few guys banged up, including myself, but we're getting guys back and we're starting to move guys around and do different things, so it's been good.
How are you feeling at this point?
Feel good. I'm solid, brother.
Yeah, back 100%. KZ said he's 105.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You know, with all those moving pieces, it's important that there's good communication and chemistry there. Has some of the injuries that you've had there delayed any of that process, or how do you get over something like that?
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing it in the meeting room for sure, going over the film, but there's nothing like going out on the field and doing it. So, you know, that's the biggest piece we got to get back is getting all the guys out there and getting that chemistry built.
KZ talked a little bit on Sunday. He said some of that's coaching related, like maybe you guys would have come back earlier, and they're maybe tapping the brakes a little bit. You feel like there's still enough time that the cohesion will be there?
Yeah, I mean, you got to be smart about injuries and things like that. But yeah, we definitely got time to get going and get things right for sure.
Is your time together, you guys played in Atlanta together, right?
We did.
Yeah. How much does that help?
Dallas too.
How much does that help? You know what I mean? Missing the time, but already having that kind of chemistry together.
It definitely helps, man. Me and Kaze have been around for a long time. We've been together for a minute, so we definitely understand each other, understand how we play together, how we work off each other. So, you know, that chemistry is always good. And, you know, overall chemistry is good, period. So, like I said earlier, just getting all the guys back and everything is definitely what we need.
Because of those injuries and absences, you haven't repped that free safety look with the starters or the likely starters that much. But when we do see it, you know, what kind of opportunities we have to disguise coverage and do different things along those lines? Basically?
I mean, it's a lot of opportunities to do different things, to disguise and really confuse the quarterback, show different looks and things like that. So, like I said, we haven't really got a full chance to really go into it with the injuries and everything. But you know, we got time now, so we'll get it going.